Powell, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Yeah, well, I'm just wonderful. Of course, that's always
you are always in a good, happy mood. I will say that.
That's exactly right. But I got bigger fish to fry. I'm not worried about those little stinking lefties, progressive, and that crowd over there. So, hey, real quick, Dirk, before I go into taking Mark Levin to the Woodshed, this space shuttle deal, this should.
Well, hang on one second. You are going to take Mark Levin to the Woodshed.
That's right.
See, you're a professional caller because you're setting it up. You're putting out the tease that listen to me now, but stay around because I'm going to get to something else you might be interested in. That is a sign of a professional talk show caller. And you're the kind of people that we love.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. And give me some kind of kudos after I'm all done.
I will. I definitely will. And I'll give you an extended period of time today, not make as much fun of you.
Okay. Well, you can make fun of me. That's good for my ratings. And I'm just one of these radio clowns anyhow, so you know. So, hey, but,
well, from one clown to another.
Yeah, that's right. Well, there you go. We're in the same circus. But hey, listen, Dirk. This space shuttle deal, it shouldn't surprise anybody. Ohio and Texas, the two top states that should have been picked for this deal, they're being punished. They're being punished by that man-child there in the White House and all his pathetic hacks, Pelosi, Reid, little Dick Durbin and Schumer and the whole 9 yards. So that shouldn't surprise anybody. And, before I get to Spanked and Levin, Thursday night, we'll put on a big wing ding. I want you to show up in person, somehow get out of your little bunker or whatever.
You mean I have to come out of my sub basement surrounded by cinder block walls wrapped in aluminum foil like in the light of day?
Yeah, put some shades on and stuff like that. And you can bring Chad along for your personal security. So
I have to, absolutely.
Yeah, that way you got a posse and stuff. But, show up Thursday night and we'll have a good time. And Mark, because he's got so much good information, you really have to see him live and be able to ask questions. And, he needs at least an hour or 2 hours to put things on. But, hey, listen, here's the thing I need to spank Levin. Now, I love Mark Levin like a brother. He's the #1 talk radio dude out of the big four, between Beck and Hannity and Limbaugh and Levin,
Yeah, but see, you can't limit it to the top four because if you expanded that to the top 5 nationally, I would probably say #1 is Michael Savage.
Okay, well, and also I like Willie Cunningham because Cunningham
That's true
does a bang-up job.
That's true too. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Heard every Sunday nights tonight at 10 on 610 WTVN.
Well, that's exactly
See how I'm getting the cross-promotion in there and everything? Very professional-like?
Wonderful. You're doing just a bang-up job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You're just doing a wonderful job on this call, too.
Well, here's the whole thing. For these bunches, Tea Party people or whatever, get off the Sarah Palin thing. She's not running for president, and if she did, she couldn't get stinking elected. Now, that's just a plain, simple fact. So Levin comes out the other night, and I heard the Donald on with Limbaugh, and he had a wonderful interview. He's been on with Hannity, and he's done a
Wait a minute. Rush did an interview with Trump?
Yes, with Trump. The Trumpster was on with Limbaugh Friday. Go back to the archives.
Oh, I missed that. Because Rush, unless you're like the president or the vice president or, because he never interviews anybody, basically.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Trump has got street cred.
He does.
And Levin came out and whined and bellyache about Trump Friday night. And Levin, who the hell do you think you are where you can't even show no stinking respect? First of all, let me inform you a bit of something. Donald Trump's not a career politician. He's not one of your rhino Republican buddies. So why are you coming out putting the BadMouth on the Trumpster when, as far as I'm concerned, he's the only guy that has stood up to this pathetic hack we got in the White House and told it like it is. And now all these hacks, on the Sunday morning shows, David Gregory had his little munchkin crowd in there putting the BadMouth on the Donald. And, those pathetic hacks, plastic surgery crowd over there, The View, they ran their mouth, and Trumpster got them in on a frizzy and stuff. We need somebody to step out from the average public, even though Trump's not average, and lead us. Because these stinking politicians in Washington, Republicans and Democrats, are a bunch of crooks.
He is a legitimate...
bunch of stinking skirts.
I tell you what, Dave, I agree with you maybe like 60% of the time, but I'm with you here 100% because what you're saying is exactly what I've been telling people for the past week and a half. Because, look, Donald, seriously, you have to look at the rest... Dave, we're going to have to hold you on for another segment, all right? We have to, Chad.
No.
Dave's on fire today. This is the best call Dave has done in like 6 months on either this program or Open Phones or the Sunday Extravaganza. So, Dave, I want to put you on hold. We're going to be back because this is something I've been wanting to talk about today after watching Donald Trump and how he's being accepted by the American people. And Dave's right on it. You look, Republicans, you look at your current field of presidential candidates, and there may be one or two that maybe could possibly just squeak by beating the dear liar. Donald Trump, though, could beat the crap out of him in the general election. That's what we'll talk about next. And Mark and anonymous caller, stand by. You're up next. Open lines, too, so grab them if you want to comment. 821-WTVN, toll-free 800-610-WTVN. I can't believe I'm saying it. More with Dave from Powell on Donald Trump at 4.5, 610 WTVN.
What have I done to deserve
I don't know. Shenanigans.
Hear about it.
In the 42 states to allow concealed carry permit holders to take their weapon into an alcohol establishment, there hasn't been this Wild West shootout.
Talk about it.
I trust the law, but I think this is really defend themselves.
News Talk 610 WTVN. Spring is in the air. And does Ohio State stand out so much? Simple.
There's a guy calling in, he's a regular caller.
Our research is
Westside Gary.
not only at Ohio State.
Every time he hears Dave on any show, says he reminds him of Dale Gribble off of King of the Hill.
The American Heart Association recommends
And the dang old man,
So what do we do with the other 34 minutes?
he said every time he hears Dave on the air, that's all he hears.
Attack care.
Have you seen that new show on Spike called Coal, where they're with the coal miners in West Virginia? There's a miner on there. Sounds just like that guy.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to watch it now.
Oh, yeah.
Every Wednesday afternoon at 3:10 on 610WTVN.com. Half-price deals to your favorite spots in town. This week, get $25 at Royal Ginger Asian Fusion Bistro for only $12.50. Royal Ginger is now open to the shops on Lane Avenue. Experience the finest and freshest ingredients at Royal Ginger. Brought to you by Bobby Levin Chevrolet. It's Chevy Truck Month. Lease the 2011 Chevy Silverado 1500 All-Star Edition for as low as $294 a month. Bobby Levin, 3900 West Broad. Chevy, an American Revolution. Royal Ginger is now open.
Oh, did you get that Ray LaHood bit?
Half-price sushi during
I'm going to go to that before we go back to Dave.
Royal Ginger Asian Fusion Bistro only uses the finest, freshest ingredients for a healthy
We scrapping the OnStar?
experience. Mother's Day is just
Oh, we'll get to it at some point.
now.
Uh-huh, sure.
7888-488.
Yeah, at some point, if it will work out as a good sex, should I actually put Mark from Marysville on with Dave from Powell?
That would be funny. Let's do it.
Your family saves with a special that includes 2 months.
Hey, tell Dave that I'm going to act like I'm ending the call with him and to go with Mark from Marysville, but he's going to still be on, but tell him to be quiet. But if Mark from Marysville insults him right off the bat, then he can just jump right in there. Okay?
In the Columbus area,
Yes, we're planning an ambush. Ladies and gentlemen, if this works out, because I know that Mark from Marysville will definitely attack Dave from Powell.
Shopping for your next car is easy and fun when you log on to
This is going to be great.
You can choose from thousands of used cars in our nationwide inventory.
Ambush radio.
Store near you. You may apply. You can check out tons of pictures and features, compare prices, and more. The car you'll fall in love with is at CarMax.com right now. Log on today. CarMax. The car buying machine.
All right.
Hi, Brady Quinn here. If you love great golf, join
I've got to turn off the inside chat because I need to speak with Chad privately. You call followers online.
Now you get 2 awesome golf courses.
Here's this commercial courtesy of me.
Which means 36 holes of great golf. Don't want to swim or play tennis? Then go for their new golf-only membership. You pay for what you want.
All right, I cut off the audio from the inside chat.
Side Reserve are my clubs. Join me today by going to
Kinsale.com.
Your Doppler 10 forecast for the afternoon. Nice, lots of sunshine, windy and cool. It's a great day for Chad to go fly a kite. A high of 59, slight chance for showers later tonight. Otherwise, cloudy skies and low of 44. And Monday, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. Don't fly a kite that day. A high of 65. Do the Ben Franklin. Right now, it's sunny. It's sick. Wow, we've gone way over the top. We're up to 61 lovely degrees at your official weather station, 610 WTVN.
Thank you for making us the most listened to radio station in Columbus. News Talk 610 WTVN.
Fire and a fire representatives have engaged in a government for hire and a combat site. Left to us are coming in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck.
I get knocked down, and I get up again, but you're never going to bring me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again, and you're never going to bring me down. How's the work going on Mash It Up, Chumbawamba, Tub Thumping with REM's? No, Chad's not working. It's the end of the world as I know it. Oh, we're just having too much fun as we hunt for the truth. And you know what? Why get down and out and glum when you're hunting for the truth, even though the facts we are discovering, frankly, they're a real bummer. 821-WTVN, toll-free 800-610-WTVN. Got a little fun audio bite for you. Just very quickly wanted to share it. Don't want to get into the topic at all because it's, well, quite frankly, ridiculous. In fact, just another air traffic controller fell asleep yesterday. But last week, the Transportation Secretary, Ray LaHood, was on one of the Talking Heads show, and he was very upset. Well, he was on Fox News Sunday with Chris Wallace today, acting very angry, very upset. Last week, though, he's so upset, and he is angry that he's guaranteeing us, the American people, that he is they're going to work really, really hard on solving this problem of air traffic controllers falling asleep. And how hard are they going to work? Well, just listen. Listen to this clip of the Transportation Secretary last week, Ray LaHood, telling us how hard he and his department are going to work to stop this sleeping problem.
Ray LaHood, and Mr. Secretary, you called this incident outrageous, but it's at least the fourth, maybe the fifth in recent weeks. How could it happen again?
George, I want people to know that we are outraged. This is just absolutely ridiculous that a controller could fall asleep in Reno when a plane is trying to land there. And we have now 5 investigations going on. We'll learn a lot more about it. We've suspended these controllers, and we may have to take more permanent action once these investigations are complete.
You know, we checked in with our aviation expert, John Nance, and he said that these controllers are being set up to fail, and it's time to grab the agency by the ears and make changes. Are you prepared to make more changes?
Absolutely. I'll be grabbing the agency by the ears. We've done some grabbing today with the outrage that we've expressed and the suspension of this controller.
When's the funny part coming, Chad?
And there'll be more to come, George. I guarantee the flying public, we will not sleep until we can guarantee that there's good safety in the control towers when investigations, and there'll be more to come, George.
Stop. Can you cue that back up? Does or did he even realize what he said? That is the Transportation Secretary ensuring us, the American people, that when it comes to the problem of air traffic controllers falling asleep, they will not sleep until they fix this problem of air traffic controllers falling asleep. So does that mean, I mean, taking him at his own words, does that mean once they fixed the problem and gotten to the bottom of it without sleeping, then they will sleep? But then wouldn't that start the whole problem all over again? And in a very rare opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, Dave from Powell is back. We're talking about Donald Trump.
Dirk, I got a comment
yes,
on that.
Of course you do.
This is just typical. Another one of these deals with the government slugs. Where's all the union thugs out there, defending these guys or whatever?
Dave, let's listen to that one more time because it's absolutely hilarious.
Guarantee the flying public, we will not sleep. We will not sleep. We will not sleep. We will not sleep.
Stop it.
We will not sleep.
It's just too funny. Go ahead.
Well, it's just typical. I mean, Obama's got his bunch of Baghdad Bobs out there, and they're telling you any stinking story under the sun. None of them ever any true to the whole deal. Now, we're in a hell of a mess. This gets back to my point that I was making before. We need to saddle up, cowboys and cowgirls. It's on. We are under stinking siege. Hey, Mark Levin, we don't have no 10 years to get your perfect little itty-bitty conservative candidate. We got 2 stinking years to save the country.
There are 2 years to get somebody that can beat Dear Liar, that believes in this country and has the experience and the wherewithal to get us back on the right track. And you're right, Dave. I've said it during the past week. Donald Trump, out of all of those horses in this race, and quite frankly, there's about 3 or 4 of them that have no chance in heck of ever beating Dear Liar.
Right.
Donald Trump is the only one, number one, who is in the face of Dear Liar and taking him on for all of the issues that the mainstream media wouldn't touch during his run for office, that still won't touch, and the Rhino Republicans themselves keep distancing them from. On top of that, Donald Trump is the only guy that can appeal to middle America, the wishy-washy Jerry Springer ignorant people that typically have probably voted for Dear Liar, that just go with the flow of whatever they're hearing. Donald Trump is that one guy that could get that 5 or 10% of traditionally wishy-washy Democratic voters to vote for Donald, because Donald can take on Dear Liar. He won't back down. And some people have said, well, look at Donald Trump. What kind of a businessman is he? He's gone bankrupt, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times. That's exactly the sort of person we need, Dave, because this country's going bankrupt, and Donald's gotten businesses out of bankruptcy multiple times. He has the experience.
Well, yeah, Dirk, you make a great point.
Of course I do.
Well, listen, you're stealing some of my thoughts.
I know.
Hey, we got to take it a step farther, because here's one thing that Donald Trump's got that none of these other Rhino Republicans have got.
What's that?
Donald Trump has got street cred.
Yes.
And he's going to play with the union boys, and he's going to play with all these other people.
And he's taking on the Chinese. I saw him on some interview. He's taking on the Chinese big time.
Yes, and those oil cartel sheiks over there that's been running this country in a stinking tank, and they're looting all of our money. And where's the hell
this is the message that common, everyday, ignorant Americans, not the informed intellectuals like ourselves, will relate to. They want that Jerry Springer in-your-face guy, and they know Donald. They've seen the stupid TV show. They'll just eat it up. And the internal Republican machine has got to just wake up and just realize Donald Trump is our only chance of survival. Dave, thanks for calling. I got to go because I do have to get one more call in before this hour's up. And let's go to Marysville. Mark from Marysville. We got just like a couple of minutes, so make it quick. How are you?
First off, I broke it last week. Dave has got to get a Marconi Award. He was at the top of his game today.
See? That's amazing.
Bob Connors was sitting back and taking notes. I'm not kidding you. Chad was in awe, no doubt. Right, Chad?
Something like that.
Yeah. When you're talking about this stuff in the car, are you going to bring up OnStar?
Oh, see, once again, Mark, you're just like Frank.
What?
You know, you've peeked at the notes of the program.
No, I didn't.
And you're trying to jump ahead of what's coming up next.
I'm just as much a genius as Dave.
Wow. I don't remember in the past of you just having so many compliments to heap upon Dave from Powell.
What can I say? Hey, also, he
did win us over today, didn't he?
What's that?
He won us over today.
We'll see. We shall see. We'll find. If Mike from the Northwest has been brought over, then you know he did his job.
I guess if you're flipping a coin, heads has got to come up every once in a while.
That's true, or just land on the side.
Yeah. Well.
Hey, also.